Hello everyone and welcome to The Gaming Club. In today's video, I was going to talk about the Reworked Influencer Trap, upcoming event, Sagittarius, or the new Reservoir League and stuff like that. But hell no, we have 3 new legendary heroes. That's what I'm gonna talk about first. Let's get into it. Before I start, I would like to mention that I was able to record this video thanks to BlueStacks. It allows me to play State of Survival on my computer and record high-quality videos for you guys. If you'd also like to play State of Survival on your PC, there is a referral link to download BlueStacks in video description. Go check it out. If you guys thought that I was joking, well, I'm not. There are 3 new heroes that were released in State of Survival in 10 states for testing purposes, obviously, because they were not on the public test server where we did the Influencer Trap and other testing. So these are the 3 new heroes. Let's start with the infantry one. His or their name is Emma and Ellie. I guess Emma is little girl and Ellie is her dad, or I don't know, older brother maybe. And this is a new infantry heroes, or hero, I don't know how to say. And as you can see, the specialty is in siege and rally. And stat-wise, these 3 new heroes are considered to be tier 5 because compared to the tier 4, they have attack and defense ratings pumped by 100%. So if you remember, tier 3 heroes, they had 300% attack and defense boost. Then tier 4 heroes like Brooke and Julie and Tyler, they had 390%. And these new guys, they have 490%. Other stats like rally capacity and things like that, they have not changed. But what is interesting here is their skills. Again, they are following the same tradition as the previous generation of the heroes, so you don't need skill books to upgrade them. But from what I've seen and read on the Discord channels, these heroes are quite pumped up. So you can see their skills on the screen. There is some analysis right now ongoing. So I will just do a brief overview, and once the testing is finished, I will hope these heroes will be released at some point later on. There is no exact date, and we don't know how long the testing in the first 10 states is going to last. Definitely these heroes are coming to the game. It's just a question when, because right now we have the Reservoir Raid League kicking off, and if developers decide to implement these new heroes by the end of year or sometime in the middle of the league, that would be a very questionable decision. We'll see. The second hero that was added, so again, I will show from the beginning. So he is Twig Jack Picard. You can see the specialization is again siege and patrol. And now let's have a look at military stats. Again, this guy has 409% increase for riders, attack and defense. And you can see the skills are also similar to the previous generation of heroes. And the next hero is Roxy Tamika Robinson. And once again, the specialization is patrol and rally. This lady will be focusing on hunters. And again, the attack and defense boost is 490%. You can see her skills on the screen. And what was the most discussed topic in Discords today is that she has a skill that gives her 1% attack boost permanently, and this effect is stackable. So as long as this hero is in the battle, this attack will keep growing, and that raises a lot of questions. I hope developers will clarify them later on, or just explain that there is some kind of upper limit that this attack rating cannot go, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, or 500%. So that's all that I wanted to share about the new heroes. I'll be updating my heroes guide soon, and of course you will be able to find all of them on the thegaming.club website. What do you think, guys, about the new heroes? Let me know in the comments, please. I'm really curious about your feelings. And if I remember correctly, tier 4 heroes were just implemented like 2 months ago or something like that. Have you managed to max them out or not? And also how this new introduction to the game is affecting your plans for the game in terms of saving more resources or fragments, or you have some other ideas in your mind? Let me know in the comments. Next thing I would like to talk about is the new Sagittarius event. It's currently been tested in state 1. That means it's coming to other states. Well, I am not going to give any predictions. I think it's coming to other states in a week, but knowing my previous predictions, they never worked out. So maybe it will be released tomorrow in all other states. And this event is actually very similar to the previous ones, and all you need to do is just a bunch of daily quests where you collect arrows this time. And once you collected these arrows, you will unlock the boxes on the top, and in second box and onwards, you will have a special Sagittarius trophies. And of course, you can also top up your balance to get even more arrows and unlock more boxes on the top. Once you collected the trophies, you go to the second tab, and here you can exchange the trophies into the permanent skins. So we have Flaming Fuel Tanker Mars skin, we have the Wheel of the Spring Mars skin, and we have Kamikaze Bunny Mars skin. So these 3 permanent skins, and as usual, we have some 7-day skins and some other nice rewards for free-to-plays like epic search maps and epic hero fragments and resources as well. So that's pretty much all about the event. I'm not sure if I want to do another video guide for this event, because it's pretty much straightforward and nothing has changed compared to the previous similar events. So I have already posted the guide on my website. You can find the link in description, and please let me know in the comments if you'd like to see a separate video guide for this event or not. Next thing I wanted to briefly talk about is the Alliance Throwdown event. There were 2 exclusive tasks added, and I'm not sure if that's in all states or just state 1. So let me know if you have the same and which state you are from, because I haven't seen that on my main account, but on state 1 there are special tasks with increased amount of points and I guess increased amount of resources that you need to invest there, and that's just minor add-on to the whole event. I wonder why it was not mentioned in the patch notes or anywhere else, but I mean, it's fine. It allows just to earn more points, which is okay-ish, because Alliance Throwdown needs some kind of rework in terms of rewards. I would love to see their tactical gear design or plasma course or anything like that. Next topic that I would like to talk about is the Influencer Trap. It has been reworked, and now we have more levels and the different mechanism of the trap. So the idea is that every person can launch 1 rally at the trap, but at the same time, this person can join any other rallies, so as much as you have the rally limit. Why it was done? Because developers have introduced 18 more levels of the trap, and the future levels will be unlocked after you beat the previous one. So right now, if you go to level 5 and the hell difficulty, that is currently level 30 of the previous trap. And we haven't tried the new trap event in our lines. We're going to do that tomorrow. And I'll probably record a small video about that and share my feedback about the new event, because I haven't had an opportunity to test it during the testing server phase. And I guess that completely changes the approach to the trap in terms of how you do the rallies and stuff. So expect some updates to the Influencer Trap guide on my website as well. And if you have already done the new Influencer Trap, please let me know in the comments how do you feel about that and what are your first impressions. I'll appreciate it. Next thing that I wanted to talk about briefly is the Reservoir Raid League. So our alliance has been registered there. I assume we were selected among these top 256 in our battle zone. And what I would suggest right now is that you subscribe to my channel and you don't miss our fights, because I'm going to stream every single fight, and I promise you we will have a lot of fun together. We are talking how to make these fights interesting, not only for us, but also for the people who are watching us. So stay tuned. I will put an announcement on my channel as soon as we are ready and I know the exact date and time.
We're now in the dying seconds of this Reservoir League game, and DNA do need to do something to turn this around. They're losing at the moment. Hang on.
Yeah, I'm gonna rally central. If you guys could join me, that would be good. I'm at the center of the reservoir. I'll put a 2-minute rally.
What's going on? Yes, it looks like they're planning something. Ritz has moved into the centre of Totti. They're launching a rally. Can the defence get back in time? There's not enough in the central reservation at the moment. Can they get back reinforcements? They can't. The rally's coming in. It's going to hit. It's going to hit. There's not enough to take it. It's hit. Boom! DNA have got the central reservation. They've pulled it out of the bag. Well, what a victory. Unbelievable. Go DNA.
Next topic that I would talk about is the recent developers Q&A that was published on Sunday, November 29th. Let's just go briefly through each point that developers have spoken about. So the first one, how are the top 256 alliance for each battle zone decided in the Reservoir Raid League? Many players are preparing for the upcoming league and are wondering what determines the top 256 alliance for each battle zone. In essence, the match score should be the total battle power of the top 30 among the 30 participants plus 15 reservists. It is the same rule for normal Reservoir Raid. To have the best chance at a league qualification, ensure that you send your alliance strongest players to the registration list. So what they basically saying that the score is not like some magic number, but based on those people that you actually proposed for the qualification, and to make sure that you qualify, you need to send your strongest players. What I can add here is that our alliance is doing some serious preparations. We are reviewing our tactics, and we are thinking how to approach this event, because everyone in the alliance is kind of pumped up for this league, and we really want to win it, and I'm pretty sure we'll be able to do that. So fingers crossed. And if you would like to support us, as I mentioned before, there will be a stream for all the fights, probably with some delay to make it fair and to make sure that the other alliance cannot get an advantage while viewing our stream. Next item, how is the improvement plan for T11 tech? We have improved the T11 tech tree based on people's feedback by significantly reducing the total amount of plasma required, as well as adjusting the number of tech nodes. That's true. I was on PTR, and the plasma requirements for T11 troops has been reduced 3 times. So the first iteration of T11 troops has had 45,000 plasma cores requirements, and the one that we tested on PTR had only 16 or 17, I don't remember precisely, but that's a huge reduction, and I have already covered that in my previous video, so I will leave the link in the top right corner. Thus, T11 tech features are now more attainable to a larger number of players. This being said, the team is still testing and fine-tuning the feature in PTR environment. I just wanted to share a few words how the testing looked like. So we joined the PTR with the goal to test 2 things, the Influencer Trap and the T11 tech. And what developers usually do, they provide us with a lot of materials so that we can upgrade our settlements and get access to those new T11 tech. And as you know, the new plasma core requirements has been reduced, but still it's like over 15 or 16,000 of plasma cores that you don't usually have in your backpack. So we were expecting that developers will send these materials and we will be able to upgrade and actually see those troops. But what developers did instead, they sent us 300 plasma cores. And that's it. So I'm not quite sure what does it mean. The team is still testing and fine-tuning the feature in PTR environment, because as of yesterday, the PTR has closed. I personally haven't had the opportunity to test T11 tech. And in terms of T11 tech features more attainable to a larger number of players, well, what can I say? No comments here. Let's move on to the next one. What should I do with expired event items and excessive fragments? We're working on developing a regular feature to help players productively use their expired or excessive items. That's why we have opened the recycling center during the Thanksgiving events. I saw that. Good idea. Players are able to exchange some of the items from old events for biocaps and speed-ups. Well, my personal opinion, the exchange ratio was not great, especially for biocaps. I was expecting a little bit more. This is the first test of the recycling system. We're conducting surveys and analyzing player feedback. In the future, players will have more choices regarding how to make use of the items they don't need. I hope they are talking about unused epic hero fragments and hero badges. I really hope they are planning to do something about it. Next item. Will the time-limited state store be a regular feature? The answer is yes. We implemented the feature during the Thanksgiving events, and we're happy to discover that most players really like this feature. We'll continue fine-tuning the time-limited state store and proceed to make it a regular in-game feature. Well, what I remember that indeed this time-limited shop had some good deals like components for crafting chief gear badges, but in terms of discount, it was like 1% or 0%, and it required a lot of biocaps. And from my calculation, I would rather spend those biocaps on raise wheel or somewhere else, but not on that store. So I really wish those people that were happy to discover this kind of feature would share their opinion what exactly they were happy about, because for me personally it's not completely clear. And the last thing that I wanted to talk about, because this is a weekly update video and I usually talk about all the weekly events ongoing in State of Survival, but I really want to make it short, and since there are no changes to any of those events that are ongoing right now, I will just skip this part and say that with the race place, battle power up, wild racing, hunting the hunter, Plague Zone, and then upcoming Capital Clash, Alliance Throwdown, Fortress Fights, and Alliance Showdown. There are no changes. The events are the same as they were before, and apart from the Alliance Throwdown that I already commented, that they had some exclusive deals, but if it's just state 1 or the rest of the states, there is nothing else to share today. So that's all that I wanted to mention today. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll be doing more videos soon. If you'd like to support my content, you can do that through Patreon on monthly basis, or you can do one-time donations through PayPal and Stripe. You can also find a lot of State of Survival guides on my website, thegaming.club. Thanks for watching again, and I wish you a nice day.